Okay. Now, as I'm trying to get a bloodstain, maybe not direct me to, you know, God fuck Master of Swords and Pain.
Oh, fine. Well, just go the way I went.
Oh.
Oh, hey, we're still here. Whoopsie.
Am I dealing with, Tickle Puff?
I think you will be, yes. Yeah, that could have ended poorly. And here he comes. Oh, I need a Douglas Uppity story. Yes. After he saw...
Roll off the edge.
After he saw Doris Prendergast talking to Stephen Confident at the bath mat salesman party...
God damn it.
Douglas was...
What?
Douglas was sort of sulky in the hotel room bed that night.
Uh-oh.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Alright. That's a little bit of... I was not expecting that.
Doris asked...
Are you gonna touch it now, or we just...
Doris asked what was the matter. Douglas replied that he simply wanted to get some air. So at 3 in the morning, he got the hotel room key and put his trousers on, and left the hotel room. It was the last time he would ever see Doris Prendergast. Ooh, I left a cliffhanger for you.
Dum dum dum.
And now you have to fill that in because you just died.
We return to Doris. Sitting... Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm jealous of that guy's armor. Sitting, waiting for Douglas to return. She wondered if she'd tell him that she's been cheating on him for a long time now. She thought long. She thought hard. She suspected perhaps he already knew. Perhaps she could just leave it. Perhaps she could say nothing. She looked off into the distance, staring out of the hotel window, gazing at the darkness, and reflected on the darkness that was now choking her own soul.
There's a lot of darkness.
I think we should maybe use a little humanity, dude.
Do you think? I might save it until we reach a situation.
Are they really hard to get?
No, not really, but...
Well, I mean, that's not a lot of health. Like...
Well, yeah, but it could still go down a bit further, though. So I'm gonna save it until we desperately need it.
Fair enough.
I figure we'll leave what remains in the Forest of Fallen Giants for a bit, and check out a new area.
Yeah, we weren't hurting that guy an awful lot. It was fairly brutal.
So we're gonna head this way.
Yep. Dark Souls exploration. If something is kicking your ass, go the other way.
It's the old Castlevania technique.
Huh, what's that?
A thing that does not move. A contraption, no less.
Is it really a contraption if none of it moves?
Confound this blasted contraption. That is a sentence in which the word contraption is at home.
Yeah, it really is.
Can't really say contraption in any other tone of voice.
Contraption's native environment.
Curse this contraption.
That kind of works.
Can't say contraption without sounding like Dr. Doom, is my point.
Doom!
Seal so infernal contraption.
Getting into some Inspector Gadget, Dr. Claw territory there. Crimson Palmer. What's it? Is that a shield?
I think so.
Just maybe, have an explore the shield situation, see if we got anything better. Nope,
not really.
Nope. What about the blue thing?
Nothing else with as good oh, hang on. Large leather shield has slightly better physical resistance by the looks of it.
Go for that one.
Okay, well let's try it on for size.
Leather.
Bit lighter as well.
Douglas likes leather.
Stop that.
We don't have like a ring that helps us move in water, do we? Oh good, it's only ankle deep. And we can't go through that. None of this matters. Off we go.
I can't remember if you need a ring that helps you move through water in this game.
I'm presuming if the water gets waist deep, it slows you down. It just does not seem like the kind of thing they're gonna take away.
Pow.
Yoinky yoink.
Did we give a decent answer to that question? Could a realistic reinterpretation of a 90s, early 2000s era platform be made? It's a weird time frame he's giving us there. 90s, early 2000s. There weren't that many platformers around then. Early 2000s?
The 90s, I mean, he doesn't say late 90s, so I think if you count from,
Okay. Well, early
say,
2000s.
like 1990 to, say, 2001,
What's a platformer from the early 2000s?
I honestly can't think of any. I think it pretty much started
Super
to
Ma-
die off around with,
Super Mario Sunshine? What did I just pick up?
I think around Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 was probably the last of the
How
quasi-traditional platformers. I think so, because again, I mean, there was the realistic Power Rangers fucking...
Whoa.
Is that the club?
Yeah.
There was a realistic gritty reboot Power Rangers trailer put out that everyone, wet their goddamn pants for. I think it's perfectly possible. You just have to be creative with your interpretations, and I think,
I think what we learned recently when Fantastic Four tried to be gritty and serious was that there are some properties that it really doesn't work with.
Well, that movie was also a hot bucket of wet shit.
And here we are at Heides Tower of Flame.
I mean, just...
And here's Heides Knight.
My face hurts.
Looks a bit sad, doesn't he?
I'm guessing they don't do anything until you... Oh.
Yes, there's a...
I await challenge!
They aggro after a certain point. I think it's after you fight the next boss.
Rush him. Just rush him. Circle around, circle around. Good boy. Hit him good.
Are you trying to advise me? How many times have I played through this game? Like lots. Ow.
Dun, 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 dun. And
These guys are deceptively easy, actually.
yeah, you're doing lots of damage to them.
Well, the sword and shield guys are. There's a guy with a mace up there, and those guys are a little bit more of a headache.
Yeah, I think there's plenty of ways.
Here's a slightly hard to find bonfire.
So many bloodstains.
And did they all fall into the water? I'm willing to bet they did.
Please.
Yay! Not that one, though.
One man died bravely. Good on you, soldier. Yeah, I absolutely believe you can reinterpret things now. I think that as a sort of, creative work receiving population, we are far more open to kind of reinterpretations of stuff.
Well, there's always nostalgia, isn't there?
Well, that and, of some different explorations. Ooh.
Biff.
How did that not hit you? You didn't even roll in time.
Ow.
Oh! The power! I don't know where that guy was going there.
Ow, 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 ow.
Let me take a sip from Uncle Estes.
Just you wait till I've had a sippy. You'll be in trouble then.
Gives me the strength of 20 atom bombs for a period of 20 seconds. I mean, people...
Whoa.
What?
I'm not sure how I survived that, but I'll take it.
Lucky Croshaw.
Yeah.
Get the doodad. I mean, because people forget, like, the Addams Family, the first two Addams Family movies were, they were kind of based on the original Addams Family idea as well, but...
I never knew what the fuck the Addams Family was till the films came out.
Really?
If I'm honest.
Huh. Things like this were happening before. Even the Beverly Hillbillies movie was remarkably not shithouse. So, they're kind of, they're in that kind of vein. The Brady Bunch movies, where they sort of...
Get a load of this guy. Get a load of this antisocial motherfucker.
I'm a shy guy. I think there's already a reasonable vein of that, and I think now it's a far more accepted thing to sort of take a wacky camp old property or something that's sort of cheesy and silly like 90s radical.
What do you mean now? I've been doing that for decades.
Well, no, but I'm saying there was already a fucking ground for this, and I think like now it's just easy. Because again, people are putting out gritty fucking Power Rangers things and everyone's going apeshit.
They brought out that Pixels movie to capitalize on the 80s nostalgia.
Well, that was essentially just capitalizing the popularity of a nice short film. Ooh.
See that tower in the distance?
Which one?
If I pull this, a platform will rise.
Rise.
And that will help us in the boss fight that takes place in that area.
Oh.
Because it means it won't be so easy to fall off the fucking ledge.
Can you nudge the boss off the edge? Iron Golem's a quick win that way.
Hey, there he is. Let's even get a good look at him without...
Shoot an arrow at him.
Yeah, why the fuck not?
I hope this back like he just looks at us and just zooms over.
There he is.
Maybe... Have you equipped arrows? Oh, there we go. Okay, aim up a bit for the arrow drop. No, I think they're fading out of existence before they get to him. Maybe down a little bit?
Yeah, one more. Okay then, spoil sport.
Yeah.
You can do that with some Dark Souls 1 bosses.
Is there any... yeah, because the fucking bridge Drake, if you get, like, the fucking bullshit dragon arrow thing, you can just kill him from a distance and never have to deal with his bullshit.
Apparently you can also arrow the final boss of the expansion area that way as well.
Which expansion area?
Yeah, the...
Usail?
yeah, like the final boss of that area, the guy who was...
Artosis.
The big old final boss of the whole thing.
That's a big sword.
Didn't help him.
No. We have too much poise and too much prestige.
See, those two guys sort of stay out of it until he's dead. It's like, oh, we don't want none of this.
They killed Dwayne. Fuck you. I love Dwayne. This is gonna be an issue.
Yep, just a bit. I think if we keep backing off, we can unaggro one of them.
Yeah, maybe take a piss bolt.
Yeah,
alright.
I think one of them's pissing off.
Yep. He's walking with purpose off to nowhere, so we can...
Come on.
Divide and conquer, man. Good tactic.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Yes, there's a good boy. Could probably have gone for the last hit there.
Better to play it safe.
Better to win.
I will eat your souls.
Better to win efficiently.
You don't want to kill that other... Do they respawn?
Yeah, these guys do.
Oh, you mean the dude you just killed?
Well, all these guys do.
Oh, fiddlesticks. Well, I suppose no great point to murdering them all then. Does that guy talk? It looks like he might talk. He's near a chest.
No, that's just none of those guys.
What are these guys about? I mean, you're probably more familiar with the lore than I am.
They're the Heides Knights.
Oh. Are they sad for some reason?
I'm not sure. See, before Scholar of the First Sin, these guys showed up all over the game, other than this place. Which didn't make a whole lot of sense. Oh, bugger. Bugger, piss flaps. Your
Big
turn.
teats. Okay.
After Douglas had left the hotel room on that fateful night, when that was the last time he ever saw Doris Prendergast, he was distracted by a strange light he saw out of the window that didn't seem like it belonged in the car park of the fancy hotel and convention center, where the Bathmat convention was taking place.
Fucking Jesus.
That could have ended quickly. He drifted out into the car park, and when he looked up into the sky, he saw that the light was pulsating strangely. Unlike
Come on!
He'd ever
Yeah!
seen. Yeah, he was already dead.
I wasn't 100% sure, so I panicked.
See
Drinkies!
that you did.
Bummy knocker, death.
And that's when he realised the light was pulsating in an actual rhythm.
What
and
happens if
pattern.
Can I... Like, is there any...
I think you're gonna aggro all of them if you do that.
Alright, yeah, I'm not doing that. I do not want all of them mad at me.
Now, kill this man. And don't do that. I told you not to do that. Why don't you ever listen?
The worst part was the exact train of thought as I was backing up was like, it's like a part of my brain was going, Jesus shit, no! And it was too late for my thumb.
You should express yourself better. You don't want to bottle this stuff up, man.
Alright, what were you saying about fucking Douglas this time?
Well, he went out to the car park because he saw a strange light in the sky that seemed to be pulsating in a way that was not a natural fashion.
The unnatural pulsating of light seemed to speak to a yearning deep within Douglas. It communicated the want, an almost hateful lust of eons of an unspeakable malicious power.
Ooh. Getting Lovecraftian up in this bitch.
Yeah, I think that was kind of organic.
Fight me!
Oh, I can't believe I walked off the fucking edge. Now someone's on their game going, look at this dumb shit. And I deserve that. I fucking just backed right back up. Didn't even roll. Just didn't even fucking tumble. Fight me! Walks off cliff.
Cautious approach.
Fucking goddamn dumb shit, God.
Is this a private party, or can I insult you as well?
It's a private party. No Yahtzees.
Dole. Yes. Why don't you tackle another question for us?
Ever thought of adding a third person to these videos by Fabian Waddington? Let's add Fabian.
No.
Let's mail him here.
Well, I suppose there's quite a bit of mileage in his name. Hello, my name's Fabian Waddington.
Don't make fun of my voice. Okay, I'll just make fun of your name, Fabian.
Ow! I saw that coming.
Fabian. French?
Whoa, what the hell was that?
I'm not sure.
He was having fun.
I think he was a tad frustrated with... Are you aggroing the shield guys now that you're tumbling back?
Nah.
No, they really don't give a shit until this guy does.
No, they really don't. Ow. Okay, that backfired on me.
Watch as I charge directly into his shield. Into his sword.
Douglas felt new thoughts inside his head. New, disgusting thoughts that didn't seem to originate within his own mind. See, that seemed so uncharacteristic of his safe and normal self. What shit? That he suddenly he was experiencing visions of Doris and Stephen in the dance hall again that night, but warped now. Warped in his addled mind. Doris was doing something very indecent to Stephen's lower half.
Fucking backhand.
He was consumed by thoughts of hatred and rage as the star glowed red and seemed to drill right into the center of his brain and made a lot of nasty things suddenly make a lot of nasty sense. He looked over his shoulder. Suddenly he realized he'd checked in with Stephen Confident and knew exactly what his room number was. Yeah, stick that on. Why not? You look like a twat. It's not. It's making your bum look big.
It really fucking is. Oh, look at that!
You know what? Well, now you're at 75% weight. Do your fat roll now. Yeah, you fat roll. I would prefer not to be a fat roller.
Maybe we can do a nutty run.
Maybe since we're at 50% health now, maybe you should go human.
Once you go human, you never go sputum. Alright. Dizzying array of objects and items. Where are you,
The human effigy, it's the second item.
Oh, that's a human effigy? Jesus.
Yeah, just use one.
Achoo!
Humanity restored. Apparently I was wrong last time. I was wrong about it being a straight reversal, that if you're human you don't get invaded. It's just you can still get invaded when you're hollow, but it's less likely.
Okay. But now we're human, so...
Yeah. Slightly more risk of invasion. Okay. I don't think this is an invasion area, though. I don't remember it ever happening.
That is one thing I like about the Dark Souls sort of community, for lack of a better term, is there's sort of a system of agreed upon rules, which I quite like. If you're not in the invasion area, probably won't get invaded. Fair play.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's just the rules.
Oh, you mean there's actual just locations you can't invade now?
I think...
Okay, no.
I think so. I would remind you, we've only got 90% physical attack block. So even if you let him hit you, he's still chipping away your health.
Come back to me. Down.
This is a more sort of roll behind them as they swing sort of enemy, I find.
Cracked blue eye orb. Wonder
yes,
what that does.
that's a Covenant item, I think.
Ah, the Covenants. Ah, shitty thin area to fight on.
Oh, you don't need to fight him. Just
okay.
just get past him. He won't bother you. Because we've already pulled that lever.
I salute thee, Toodles.
We who are about to die, salute thee.
What's that from?
It's what the gladiators used to say to the Emperor before they would begin their fight. Yeah, he's got that deceptive sort of swing that goes a little bit behind him.
And the weird, like, little angry dance he does.
Yeah,
what
yeah, he's done that a few times now. Ever thought of adding a third person to these videos? Well, I have always felt that a three people can be pretty good for certain combinations of personalities. Like Ricky, Steve, and Carl are a good threesome.
It's because Ricky's horribly cruel.
Because Ricky is very cruel, Steven is kinda but smart, and Carl is Carl.
Oh, that's right, these are the backswing guys.
Carl needs both Ricky and Steve to get the maximum effect. And I think we've compared ourselves to Ricky and Steve in the past. And I think we decided that our Carl was the video games we played.
I mean, we know some Carls.
Do we?
Well, not as kind of as adorably quaint, perhaps, but...
I don't know any Carls. Hey, there's a summon sign over there. Are you sure you want to do this?
Well,
I know you can't open that chest till he's dead. Why are you doing this to us?
Want to get out of the way there, buddy? Oh, glorious. Oh, glorious. I feel better about myself for falling off the edge now.
Yeah, it happens to everyone, man.
Dark Souls.
If they're stupid. I'm seeing you tell to take tiny chips, and it breaks my heart.
Well, fortunately, I've got a ring that gently replenishes it.
Yeah, like a 1 point per minute.
Maybe I'll bait him into a big... Right. 1, 2. You going for a third there, chump?
Yes, he most certainly is.
Oh, okay, so right. Haha! Bested. Okay, now how about some actual advice as to what I'm about to be dealing with?
Well, before you go in there...
Maybe summon the dude?
Go back to the big arena we were just in, because I think there's a lever we didn't pull, which also makes part of the floor rise up in the boss arena.
Ah.
Yes, it's in this big place between...
Oh, yeah. Guess I'm fighting the shield, dude.
Not that way. It's
behind the shield, dude.
No, it's behind... It's not that way.
Huh.
It's there. It's that one there.
Well, this is happening.
I guess we're fighting the shield, dude. Ow.
Okay, that axe has got some lag on it.
You,
it's got some serious fucking lag on that hit.
You don't roll enough.
I don't run roll builds. Like, that's... Run, you fucking tubster!
Well, you're the one who just took us up to 75% weight.
Tubbernaut.
And who wanted
that does make my bum look big. Like, look at it.
And who wanted the fattest build.
It's like I've got the bustier or whatever those things are the women used to wear.
A bustier?
Bustier, yeah.
Or a bustle.
Bustle, I think that's it.
Bustier is a different thing.
Ah, okay. What's a bustier?
I'm not sure. I think it was like a corset.
Yeah. Alright, we're learning. Okay, now you're dead. I can... There we go. Alright.
Pull yon lever.
If the plant you wish to flee... What is it? Okay, where are we going?
And that'll rise up. Yes, the outer ring. So I think that will remove the possibility of falling off the platform in that boss fight. I wouldn't go that way.
No, I wasn't planning on. I just wanted to take a little sideways peek through the gap.
The boss will probably kill you. So I'm not that bothered about luring you into traps at this point.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go level up.
As you wish, milady. Do we have enough to level up?
I think so.
We leveled up quite a few times last time.
Does it tell me how many I've got to... 4,000... Which is level... Okay, where's the...
I'm not sure. I guess it's 1/6.
Souls. Total number of souls we've got.
Yep. That's the one.
Higher souls to level up.
Okay, I guess we can level up then. Of course, if you do that, you're going to have to kill all these armor guys again.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we're wasting everyone's time.
Well, we're about to fight a boss.
Right.
And, I think it's... I'd like to actually hit this boss. Considering the last... Okay, like, seriously, is that what... Did you send me, like, way under-leveled to a total knob boss?
No, this isn't a hard boss.
No, not this one. The fucking murder beast that... Oh,
well,
right,
I think you could defeat him at that point, but as I said, I usually wait till I'm a bit stronger. Because he can be a bit of an arse. I think you can use, like, siege weapons in the boss arena to help yourself out a bit. But I never found that terribly reliable.
He was very scary.
He's just a big puppy dog.
Alright.
Right.
So what we needed... 13?
For the halberd.
Yeah.
I think it was 20 strength and 14 dex. I think that was it. 20 strength at least.
Oh, fiddly poops.
Well, that's a start.
Wait, I got an idea.
You're going to use souls?
Yeah, spend some souls.
You really want that halberd, don't you?
I don't know. I mean, you said you mentioned you enjoyed using them.
I have used them in the past.
Yeah. They are a familiar weapon. I'm a little worried that maybe they'll be very different and completely useless in this one.
Kind of make the game a bit pissy after a while. So how much do we need to level up?
Not a lot.
1845. So we need another 1300 roughly. We've got a bunch of nameless soldiers. This is a good feature. You can use several at once in this game, which was not the case in Dark Souls 1.
1-7.
Might as well use that large Soul of a Lost Undead as well then. There, that'll do ya.
That is kind of nifty. Because it was really fiddly if you had a lot of, like, low-level souls to
Of course,
burn.
I'm pretty sure the halberd's a lot heavier than that axe.
Well, the axe has a weird late swing thing, which is kind of fucking me up a little bit.
Halberd's even slower.
Achoo! I am stronger!
Okay, equip your precious halberd.
Yay. Yeah.
And all the way up to 83% weight.
I'm a big boy.
You're a fat bastard is what you are.
Okay, that's a completely different attack. Bit quicker.
Don't forget you
Okay.
can also shield an attack with a halberd.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, that's the main reason to use them. Spears also, because you can do that with them.
Guys in a rush.
You used halberds a lot and you never realised that.
No, I swear they don't do that in the one that you get in.
I'm pretty sure you can in Dark Souls 1.
Alright, let's see how this goes.
Are you
Watch me
telling me
die
you got-
tragically.
Are you telling me you got through a whole Dark Souls session with a halberd build and didn't realise you can shield and use it?
The attacks are completely different in Dark Souls 1 with the halberd.
I'm pretty sure they're not.
I'm pretty sure they are. It does not do that overhead. Alright, so 52 with defense.
I gotta admit, I'm feeling kinda underwhelmed by this halberd.
Fucking.
I'm switching straight back to the axe when it's my go, just so you know.
Well, see, it's got a nice little 1-2 there, and I can
Yeah,
come
the-
at it from range.
Yeah, I think the halberd 1-2 was the reliable thing I always used with it.
I need to get the spacing of it a little bit so I can, you know. Alright,
Bam!
come on, I know you want it. There we go.
Bam!
There's my hungry boy.
Bam!
Didn't stagger him.
Nope. He's got some poise, this lad. Yeah, I saw that coming. Don't get too cocky with that thing.
It is.
Look at that red handle. That's the sort of thing you'd expect to see on a plastic broom.
It is very different to the Dark Souls 1 halberd, because Dark Souls 1 halberd is just stab forward.
Oh, hello. Someone left their summon sign there. How polite.
Some jolly cooperation.
Solaire not in this game.
It's
So you can become a sunbro. Hoppa, hoppa.
recovery on that asses.
Man, that guy's not good with his aim. Aha!
No.
I will strike the floor to your immediate right.
And I will run away until I get kind of puffed, and then I'll stop and jog for a bit.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Oh, look, I'm not dealing with you. Fuck off.
Well, I think might have
Alright,
something to say about that.
Is he gonna follow me all the way? I thought they tethered.
He might do. Some of them do. Some of them don't. It's hard to predict. This guy is made of bits of wrought iron bench. Stamina management.
Yeah, the low stamina effect's slightly different too. You can't attack, you don't even do sort of the lazy kind of... Because you could sometimes rely on that to be the sort of difference maker at the very end.
I wouldn't get too reliant on anything at low stamina. This guy's compensating for something. That is a very heavy mace. Ow! Ow!
Oh god, that
Yeah.
fucking hit stun is huge in this now.
Stamina management. Sippy, sippy, sippy.
Yeah, I wanna... Get nice distance between me and my little buddy, my new buddy here.
I think if we were to add a third person to this video chemistry, it would have to be someone who was at a contrast with us. Because you and me are too alike, I think. We need, like, a nice boy. Someone, when we start squabbling, someone who says, Mummy, Daddy, please don't fight.
Oh, Lord, that is forever.
You keep doing that. Drop your shield now and again.
That fucking stun is fucking forever. That is so brutal. Oh, little changes that hurt me.
This infuriates me.
Bop.
Right, let's see how you do against the boss.
Let's summon a friend. Oh,
Pussy.
there's so many.
Pussy! See what that one in the distance is. I think that one's been persistent, so it's probably an NPC summon. Masterless Glencore. Well, he sounds like a dude.
Should we summon him?
Well, might as well. We're human.
Alright, come
We're
on.
a boss.
Jolly bro operation.
Nice. Though I'm kind of hesitant to summon, like, when I haven't seen what the boss is like yet. Well, let's see how you do, Masterless Glencore.
Where are you going, buddy? Come on, yeah. Make sure you're following me here. Okay.
Surprise, he's got a halberd too. Whatever benefit you've got, he's got too. When you're ready, Masterless Glencore.
Did that... Am I hitting him? Oh yeah, it's down there.
Just not by very much.
Dummy.
That's it, Masterless Glencore. Hit his face with your fist. Oh, Masterless Glencore's a
Fucking
dude.
Jesus.
Masterless
Let me see why you're masterless.
Masterless Glencore's like fucking Tarkus in the Iron Golem fight.
I am doing no damage.
He's doing all the work, man.
He really is. Okay, so we're officially now just backing up Masterless Glencore.
You're a bit of a third wheel in this fight. Masterless Glencore's lost like a tiny fraction of his health.
He's been
so
just
far.
getting hit too. That's about. He has just been. Yeah, look at that.
Oh!
Okay, that's got to fall back.
Don't get yourself killed. Masterless Glencore will not thank you.
I will be laughed out of the Masterless Academy. I'm gonna stand over here. No.
Yes, listeners, Gabriel did a summon for the last Dragon Rider.
Thanks, dude.
Alright.
Well, that's punishment for fucking sending me in raw against fucking mystery weapon collector.
Suit yourself. Well, that was a boss of this area anyway. We also want to go over to the cathedral and we'll take the other path from the central area and see what there is there.
Poof. I'm a little disappointed in this halberd. It's not nearly as good.
Well, no, that's what I said.
What are you about? Huh.
This is the miracle tutor.
I can see that you are well suited to comprehend that.
Do you think? Our faith is shit. So yeah, you can buy the chime, which is what you cast miracles with. What are you doing?
Trying to fucking change. There we go.
Shoulder buttons.
What's that thing? Okay.
A ring of prayer. And miracles.
No need for miracles.
Oh,
No, we're good.
you might want to talk to her a few times.
Such soul sprinklers.
Hey.
Hey.
Just that's why.
Yeah, just use up all the dialogue.
King gone. The earth ravaged. The burden on the people weighs heavy.
I hear you, sister.
Boring.
Why did I? Do I need any other reason than to? My preceptor always said this art should be shared with the.
I'm gonna eat a Pringle.
Sometimes, and being out here all alone, I expected this cathedral to be without.
Jeez, we didn't ask for your life story, lady.
I expected this.
Okay, well, that's the end of that.
No need for
Leave.
the gods. Soul sprinklers.
Oh, shut up, lady. Don't fucking guilt me here. You goddamn peddling your bullshit. I don't know. The halberd's a fucking disappointment.
Yeah, well, yeah. Get your axe back out.
Because the last one was really good. It was just poke, and it was like 130 damage of poke from a long distance. Now it's a fucking step forward overhead whack.
Gonna level up some more.
Seems the prudent choice.
Fair enough.
Maybe a bit more vitality and maybe some endurance. Because I think we're gonna be needing to be tanking some hits.
Only because you keep keeping your shield up and letting them hit you till you lose all your stamina.
In Dark Souls 1, which I'm playing at the moment, I have the Grass Crest shield, which is like endurance restorative. So I'm just so used to being able to just have the shield up the entire time.
Well, say no more.
What does that do? Ooh, that's kind of tasty.
Put your health up. Put your endurance up. More strength. Why not? Let's go nuts. And adaptability.
No, I've spent it all.
Well, you can go back one. You don't have to use it all right now. It only goes in when you press confirm.
Yeah, like it.
Okay. Has there ever been a video game character that you did not create in the sense of an RPG character that surprised you by caring about them, and why? Question by Jonathan Vian.
So in terms of RPG characters, are we talking sort of
Well,
more...
what he's asking is a video game character that we didn't have any hand in creating, as we would have in a game like Skyrim or Saints Row, but which we ended up caring about as if it were our own anyway.
I'm trying to think of a predicament
But
that
that'll
I've been
take
in...
us to another area, and we're not finished exploring
Okay, well,
Heides Tower of Flame yet. Go down the stairs that you climbed up to get here.
Oh. Well, this way. Oh, that's not stairs. I bet that message says something about jumping.
So characters, I guess that's just
So that's kind of weird to me, because I'm trying to think of a character, like, when have I been in that situation?
original characters in video games you've cared about.
Well, yeah, that's just, fucking original characters, then. Beyond Good and Evil, I thought was pretty good.
Okay. What made you care about her?
Not just her, but, like, I think they had a really good sense of world building, so that kind of assisted to this sort of pleasant background reality that,
You gonna fight that guy or what?
are we going back now?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hooray, I don't have the range anymore.
Got the damage though.
Yeah.
Bleh.
Missed me, bitch.
Missed your bitch. Oh,
Oh.
hey, you can get that now.
Hello?
Oh, that's right. I think the Heides Knights will be aggro now.
Oh.
Now, if memory serves, this will be a ring. Yes.
Oh!
Ah!
No!
Ooh, you're making a habit of this.
There was nothing I could do there. I got my, I didn't know he was coming. And in retrospect, I should have fucking suspected.
Could have rolled past him.
Rolling on that tiny little space was not the most prudent of decisions.
Tell me a story.
Well, alright. We'll ignore Douglas's current predicament with glowing light and hostile memories, and we'll take him to his first day on the job.
Must we? I thought we were getting excited for a moment there.
No.
Well, anyway, yes, the Ring of Binding limits the HP reduction when hollow. And what that means is,
We don't.
when we die, our health will now drop to a maximum of 75% rather than a maximum of 50%. And as I said, I usually keep this ring on for the whole game.
Because we're gonna die.
Ugh, my controller's all sweaty, it's kind of gross. Like when you sit on a toilet seat and feel someone else's bum warmth.
Well, I did butter it. I don't know, in winter that can be kind of pleasant.
Hi!
I don't know, the other guy's over there.
Yeah. I'm dealing with this guy first.
Is he not even gonna notice you? It doesn't look like it. Oh well. Circle around, hit you in the back. I wish there was a backstab for Colossals.
I forgot we're a fat roller now, aren't we? Can that change some of this
Yeah,
heavy
change.
armor?
Take off your pants and dance around a little.
Take off your pants, thanks. That's more like it.
Yes, so Douglas discovered an aptitude for selling on his first day on the job, when he realized he could really put himself into the minds of other people who perhaps had been slipping over an awful lot.
Hey!
Okay, that guy does not get
that
backstabbed.
was the backstab animation.
Yeah, I think he reversed it.
He interrupted it.
Oh, these guys are business.
I think it's just because we're on the stairs. The game got confused.
I don't know, like, a lot of characters seem to have
Whoa, that was bullshit.
backstab resistant shit going on in this one now. Like, you know, the turtles. Because backstabs could be fairly broken and.
I'm pretty sure these guys are eminently backstabbable. Shit. I bet a life gem this.
Will you have the time? Yum yum.
That's the advantage of life gems, is that you can move while using them.
Ah. And then something else happened. He started attacking over there.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, finally.
Holy shit, that didn't do much damage at all.
Oh, half in one blow's not bad. Come on. I mean, these guys are tough nuggets.
They are pretty tough nuggets.
Well, you know some of the lore. What are these guys about? I'm assuming they're pissy because I killed, like, their captain or some shit.
I'm not actually sure what these guys are about.
Ah, fuck them anyway.
I mean, Hyde is kind of a minor area in this whole mythos.
As for adding a third person, I don't
Zippy.
care. We should add 30 people. There'd just be an entire room of people trying to comment on one game.
Well, we're past that question. We were on...
Where were we?
Characters we
that's
care
right,
about.
the characters we give a shit about. Well, I think, you know, in making a character you care about, at least, you know, a solid overall universe, I think, is probably one of the more important things for me.
I'm getting a feel for this guy now, I think. Ow.
He's got some poise on that blow.
Yeah.
Let's hear it for the poise.
Now, that's what rolling's for.
Yeah, I think this game might be a little more about the rolling and.
Bam!
I wish we could find a shield that gave us endurance back.
I'm an agile motherfucker.
Yeah, I think you've probably got a better idea. We'll probably go for a little bit lighter armor and keep that mobility.
Shit.
Lure these guys out to the open space, sprint around them. Maybe sprint down the stairs, see if you can lure the sword guy and...
Actually, I'm gonna lure them into here. Because hopefully then the shield guy will remember he's not supposed to be moving yet.
We'll go, oh, right, sorry. March back to his spot.
Characters, I was surprised that I ended up caring about them. Anders from Dragon Age 2. I don't know, something like spoke to me about him. He seemed fun.
I haven't played Dragon Ages.
That's why I let him toss my salad. Okay,
Doesn't
the shield
like
guy
a gentle
isn't the
salad
aggroing.
tossing.
It'd be nice if he would.
I don't think he wants to.
Everybody conga! Okay, fine.
It's not a fight you want to be in.
Ow. Ugh. Really thought I was dead, huh?
You, for all intents and purposes, probably are if you don't make a sprint. Woo! Unlock from them and run. Like this is. I mean, you're not gonna chip away at these guys.
Trying to decide. I kind of need.
I don't know.
these,
Fuck it. Maybe you will. Fucking take
I
a
kind
stab.
of need these guys dead. Oh, fine.
Ooh. See if both of them are still following you from here. Shit.
Yes, they are. You wanted to start something? Well, why don't we take it outside? Nope, 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 nope.
Mistakes have been made.
Okay, I think, you know, everyone's a little bit to blame for how this has turned out, guys.
Behind you.
Oh, piss.
And
Right.
sploosh.
Well, have fun with that one.
Okay. I think I might sort of be a dick and run away.
Well, where
Are we going through that gap up to where we were? Ooh, astrologist's gauntlets. Okie dokie.
What was your Douglas story again? What happened in it?
Well, he discovered that he had a natural aptitude for bath mat sales when his first day on the job, by being able to really empathize with people who had slipped over in the bathroom.
Douglas found his way to Steve in Confidence hotel room. He stood staring.
Shit. Okay, not what I wanted. No.
He stood He stood outside the door, staring at the hotel room number.
Okay.
The rage still hot and fresh in his mind.
Oh, okay, he's going away. Alright, we got a one-on-one now.
He stood there staring for a minute.
No, come back.
Until finally some strange force
sneaky bastard.
caused his hand to reach out and try the knob. To his surprise, the door was unlocked. Perhaps Stephen had been passing his hotel room number out to the hot ladies he'd been seeing, as he had a tendency to do.
God, fuck you! Where's my backstab?
Douglas passed into the darkened hotel room and could see immediately that there was no one in the bed. Perhaps Stephen wasn't here. Perhaps he was entertaining a lady in her own hotel room until he heard the sound of the shower running in the ensuite bathroom. To be continued. Quite an epic saga.
Those guys are a bit sneaky. Like, they have a real sort of almost fucking instant kind of backstab attack and a few little...
Yeah, they are. Yeah, go on. Turtle up again.
They're really heavy, though.
You
Yeah, but
fat
I
or learn to roll if you're not a scrub.
It's pretty good. Pretty good wake up there. Pretty good. Pretty good. He follows forever, so we... ta-da.
Hey, I'm over here, mate.
Don't tell him. Shit. Just
Double
fuck
shit.
off.
Double shit and pissed in pants. What was that?
Some kind of fucking ball.
Was it the blue eye
Yeah.
orb again?
More invasion stuff we probably aren't going to use.
We're making a collection of those.
Okay,
Okay, let's try to...
Maybe just get him.
Yeah, perhaps the smarter thing to do would have been to warp to the other bonfire in this area and move from there.
Good call!
Hindsight's being 2020. Speaking of hindsight, now we're going to run away.
Yes.
Here, and offer them a sight of our hind.
Look at that booty. Alright, so there's an interesting tactical decision that probably wasn't in Dark Souls 1, at least until you got the...
I grew quite fond of John Tanner, the protagonist of Driver San Francisco.
I was going to mention that, because yeah, you did bring that up.
Because, you know, at first he's just a sort of generic white bread hero sort of guy. But then, like, the plot kind of...
What was that about?
Probably a guy wearing Hydra armor.
Huh.
But then the plot kind of throws a curveball with all this magical realism. And John Tanner is a character who starts off being kind of confused about his strange new abilities.
Oh, fuck.
Oh dear.
No.
Nope. Well, it's not marginally easier anyway. Yeah, so what I liked about John Tanner is that he sort of starts having fun with his weird ability around the same time the player does. And I think a good way to make a character that the audience can really start to care about if the character's emotional reactions mirror the players. I mean, that works in comedy a lot as well. If a character says something that everyone is thinking, that's like basically Simon Cowell's modus operandi. And hey, everyone was too polite to say that this guy sounds like a distressed bat trying to squeeze through a drain pipe. I think you're just making things worse for yourself.
Is this where we're meant to be going?
Yeah.
Let's start the conga line, fellas.
Yeah. Keep going.
Oh!
I would keep moving, man. Man, why aren't they losing any health?
Okay, so
Have fun with
we're
that.
we're not on a runaway issue. Do we have to fight that thing?
Is
Is that really where we're going, or are you just running me into a dragon?
Oh,
Well, it's yours now, anyway.
yeah, it is possible to get past that guy.
Ugh,
But you
God.
know what? I'm sure the viewers are getting bored of watching us die over and over again around here. Let's go to another area.
How long have we been doing this anyway? I got stuff to do.
Hour and 52 minutes.
Alright, well...
We take it up to 2 hours, and then we can get 2 episodes out of this.
Arr!
Arr!
There be dragons.
Tell us a Douglas Uppity anecdote.
Where were we? So,
Remember,
on Douglas's first day as a bathroom mat salesman, he knocks upon a door, and who should answer but a man in a wheelchair.
Why aren't you trying to continue the story? I mean, I took it to a really exciting place where he might be about to murder Stephen Confident in his hotel room.
Well, it's a dual timeline narrative. You know, they might converge.
Well, it's kind of fun for us both to work on the same timeline, because then we have to relinquish control of the narrative, the direction the narrative
Last
takes.
we saw Douglas Uppity, he was sloppily grappling a doorknob and deciding whether or not to open it.
No, he'd already gone in. Weren't you listening?
No, I was being murdered.
He'd gone in, and he didn't see Stephen Confident in the bed, but then he heard the shower running in the ensuite bathroom, and that's where we left him. And I was going to tie it into the thing you were talking about, how he had an affinity with people slipping on bathroom floors. Continue the story from there, then.
Okay. The shower was running. He could tell by the pressure that it was clearly a very hot and steamy shower. That steam concerned him, for steam builds an awful lot of moisture on the tiled surfaces typically found in bathrooms. Would there be a mat? It was right fucking there, you dick. Would there be a mat? I'm not as...
Well,
There isn't a mat in the room. You know what? There isn't a mat. Somebody's in the shower. We're not sure who, though.
a hotel room without a mat?
Douglas... Well, they're extra, you see.
I see.
Yeah, this is a very cheap hotel.
cheap and shitty hotel.
You have to pay extra for the... But they do have the little suction caps on the bottom, which do allow for grip, and Douglas is a fan of those.
I'll give you a suction cap.
You fucking asshole. I'm gonna go home and look up a map of this now. I'm coming tomorrow with knowing where we're going.
I think everyone wanted to see the dragon. That dragon wasn't there in the original version. That was added in Scholar of the First Sin.
Okay. Ooh. So, Douglas was using his near mystical-like ability to decide whether or not there were bathroom mats in the area and whether or not people needed them. To discern
Why is he
that
focusing on the
perhaps-
bathroom mats?
Well, it's his curse to bear. He can't help it.
Okay, apparently it's our curse to bear to listen to a boring story then.
I'm leaving you the exciting things.
Must you?
Yeah. You're the writer. You're
Hey.
the published author. You come up with the good stories.
An old night halberd. Oh, that's a big one.
Fucking Jesus.
It's more of a dex thing though.
I'm heartbroken, lost, and alone now that we don't have halberds.
That's a really good dex scale. It's on A.
Wow. Yeah, that actually is really good.
Perhaps we should pump some dex and try it out.
Some dexamphetamine.
So yes, you were rambling something about him.
He's pretty natural ability to discover whether or not.
With bath
Well,
mats.
perhaps it hasn't been revealed yet. Perhaps there's something mystical going on. We don't believe though. So at the moment, Douglas doesn't either.
Nope, been there.
He goes to open the door to the bathroom to
Yes.
check only for the bath mat.
I thought he came in here because he was filled with hatred for Stephen Confident.
No, the bath mat sense kind of overrode that.
Okay. Professional curiosity, was
Mm-hmm.
it?
Upon seeing that there was indeed a bath mat on the floor, though, he was confused. His power had failed him. The steam cleared. The back of a man's head was seen in the shower. And was that somebody else? Question mark.
Okay. And there we have it. Another cliffhanger for Douglas Uppity. Who could it be in the shower?
I'm angry with myself for believing you when you told me where to go. That's on me.
Honestly, that is an area I usually go to after doing the Dragon Rider, but it is hard. Who's this Jag Balls?
Ah, yes.
It's someone who wants a backstabbing, I think.
The gentle elbow stab of the halberd. It's a tricky...
Sod. There you go.
Arrgh. Chop.
Oh, he doesn't like it up him.
Oh, he's not dead.
Oh, he's alive.
Well,
Well done, Captain Sliver.
toodle pip.
Cyan's gauntlets.
I wonder what those are about.
Okay.
Cryptic.
You're welcome. Oh, sublime bone dust.
What's that do?
If you burn it in the fire at Medulla, it increases the effectiveness of your Estus flasks. But we're not really at the point where that makes a huge difference.
No, it's pretty well filling us up entirely. I mean, does it wear off? Is it like a short-term thing?
No, it's a permanent Estus upgrade.
Oh, that's good. We'll get that done at a point.
That's why they're fixed items you find in chests around the world.
Can't just look at them easily.
Don't know where the fuck I'm going.
You dingus.
That was the wrong way.
That's where we were.
Well, I've confused myself now.
I'm all turned around. He needs his pills.
You turn me right round, baby, right round.
Can't hear that without seeing meat spin now. That's no, dead end. No.
That's our generation's cross to bear, I suppose.
Round it goes.
What's your favourite slightly embarrassing 80s musical act? Because for me, it's the video for Uptown Girl by Billy Joel.
Oh, Jesus. That is an amazing video. YouTube that right now.
I'm in love with an Uptown Girl. Just gonna line dance with some garage mechanics.
So good.
Girl. I don't believe you, game. Well, it looks like there should be one.
Carnival of Lies. My favorite 80s, embarrassing 80s music video. Well, okay. Everyone's familiar with the song now, because it was on Robot Unicorn Attack. A friend of mine's girlfriend in high school used to play like that fucking... It's by Erasure.
What?
The song Always.
Yes.
Yeah, like so it's by Erasure. The music video for that...
When he said the song Now, I thought he meant the song called Now.
Oh,
I was like, I don't think that was the song in Robot Unicorn Attack.
No, well, it was a stupid, obscure, fucking trash 80s song you'd occasionally hear at, like, golf get-togethers.
I wanna be with you.
But then it was on,
and make believe with you, and live in harmony, harmony, oh Lord.
The music video for this is essentially Time Lord saving an Asian lady from space battles.
Okay.
It's worth looking up. Like, the outfit the guy is wearing... Oh, you dicks. Tit-toads.
I'm sorry, was that your attack?
Yeah, but don't touch the... Oh, those buggers are just getting up out of nowhere. You can't even see them.
Whoa.
Where are the cursed souls? Come on, where are you? I know some of you are cursed. Oh, there's one. Oh, no, there's the statues that we have to...
Yep. Well, we need a thing to get rid of that.
That's kind of stupid. I don't like that.
Yeah, that particular statue is new for Scholar of the First Sin.
Yeah, so Erasure's Always.
I continue to not believe you, game.
People are jerks. Erasure's Always my... oh god, it's hilarious. There's a few other really bad... like early Devo. The theme... The video clip to, I think, Freedom of Choice is imagine Crichton, but not friendly.
These are stalagmites.
Yes.
I know, because they're on the ground. And stalag contains the letter G, G for ground, stalagmite. Whereas stalactite has the letter C, stalac, for ceiling. That's how I remember.
Shouldn't you like that thing?
Oh, if I must.
Alright, you wanna call it here then?
Yeah, alright.
What, around 2 hours?
Yeah.
Alright, well,
So yes, this ends this current session of Douglas Uppity's adventures. I think we've filled in his backstory quite a bit there. Some terrible happenstance occurred at a bath mat convention involving a hotel room and a possible attempted murder. I think that's where that was going.
Murder!
That's one of my favourite inherently funny words, murder.
That's interesting.
Because the reason why I think it's an inherently funny word is that you can replace virtually any noun in a conventional sentence with murder and it becomes funny. I'm going down the shops, would you like some murder?
Fair enough.
Yes, are you
bucket of murder.
Are you staying for lunch? I believe we're having murder.
Can you buy me 2 liters of murder?
Oh, I'm afraid we've only got manslaughter today.
Doesn't taste the same.
I could cut you in for some butchery. Hey, stop staring at the side of my head, you strange man.
Is that a glitch?
Or woman.
No, I bet that isn't. That is absolutely a hat in this game. Of course it is.
Anyway.
Okay.
We'll see you next time, listeners.
Uppity and away.
Perhaps the best piece of Douglas Uppity fan art could get a shout out in the next video. I'm just throwing that out there off the top of my head. I don't know why I said that. We might well regret it.
We will.
Okay.
Toodles.
See you next time and have a good week, unless your name is Fabian Waddington, in which case kill yourself.
Yep. Dark Souls exploration. If something is kicking your ass, go the other way.
It's the old Castlevania technique.
Huh, what's that?
A thing that does not move.
Ugh.
A contraption, no less.
Is it really a contraption if none of it moves?
Confound this blasted contraption. That is a sentence in which the word contraption is at home.
Yeah, it really is.
Can't really say contraption in any other tone of voice.
Contraption's native environment.
Curse this contraption.
That kind of works.
Can't say contraption without sounding like Doctor Doom, is my point.
Doom!
Seal so infernal contraption.
Getting into some Inspector Gadget, Dr. Claw territory there. Crimson Palmer. What's it? Is that a shield?
I think so.
Just maybe, have an explore the shield situation, see if we got anything better. Nope,
Not really.
Nope. What about the blue thing?
Nothing else with as good oh, hang on. Large leather shield has slightly better physical resistance by the looks of it.
Go for that one.
Okay, well let's try it on for size.
Leather.
Bit lighter as well.
Okay. Now, as I'm trying to get a bloodstain, maybe not direct me to, God fuck Master of Swords and Pain.
Oh, fine. Well, just go the way I went.
Oh.
Oh, hey, we're still here. Whoopsie.
Am I dealing with, Tickle Puff?
I think you will be, yes. Yeah, that could have ended poorly. And here he comes. Oh, I need a Douglas Uppity story. Yes. After he saw
Roll off the edge.
Doris Prendergast talking to Stephen Confident at the bath mat salesman party,
God damn it.
Douglas was sort of sulky in the hotel room bed that night.
Uh-oh.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Alright. That's a little bit of... I was not expecting that.
Doris asked
Are you gonna touch it now, or we just...
Doris asked what was the matter. Douglas replied that he simply wanted to get some air. So at 3 in the morning, he got the hotel room key and put his trousers on. Thing 4 tried to be gritty and serious was that there are some properties that it really doesn't work with.
Well, that movie was also a hot bucket of wet shit.
And here we are at Heides Tower of Flame.
I mean, just...
And here's Heides Knight.
My face hurts.
Looks a bit sad, doesn't he?
I'm guessing they don't do anything until you... Oh.
Yes, there's a...
I await challenge!
They aggro after a certain point. I think it's after you fight the next boss.
Rush him. Just rush him. Circle around. Good boy. Hit him good.
Are you trying to advise me? How many times have I played through this game? Like lots. Ow.
Dun, 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 dun. And...
These guys are deceptively easy, actually.
Yeah, you're doing lots of damage to them.
Well, the sword and shield guys are. There's a guy with a mace up there, and those guys are a little bit more of a headache.
Yeah, I think there's plenty of ways.
Here's a slightly hard to find bonfire.
So many bloodstains.
And did they all fall into the water? I'm willing to bet they did.
Please.
Yay! Not that one, though.
One man died bravely. Good on you, soldier. Yeah, I absolutely believe you can reinterpret things now. I think that as a sort of, creative work receiving population, we are far more open to kind of reinterpretations of stuff.
Well, there's always nostalgia, isn't there? And left the hotel room. It was the last time he would ever see Doris Prendergast. Ooh, I left a cliffhanger for you.
Dum.
And now you have to fill that in because you just died.
We return to Doris. Sitting... Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm jealous of that guy's armor. Sitting, waiting for Douglas to return. She wondered if she'd tell him that She's been cheating on him for a long time now. She thought long. She thought hard. She suspected. Perhaps he already knew. Perhaps she could just leave it. Perhaps she could say nothing. She looked off into the distance, staring out of the hotel window, gazing at the darkness, and reflected on the darkness that was now choking her own soul.
There's a lot of darkness.
I think we should maybe use a little humanity, dude.
Do you think? I might save it until we reach a situation.
Are they really hard to get?
No, not really, but...
Well, I mean, that's not a lot of health. Like...
Well, yeah, but it could still go down a bit further, though. So I'm gonna save it until we desperately need it.
Fair enough.
I figure we'll leave what remains in the Forest of Fallen Giants for a bit, and check out a new area.
Yeah, we weren't hurting that guy an awful lot. It was fairly brutal.
So we're gonna head this way.
Douglas likes leather.
Stop that.
We don't have like a ring that helps us move in water, do we? Oh good, it's only ankle deep. And we can't go through that. None of this matters. Off we go.
I can't remember if you need a ring that helps you move through water in this game.
I'm presuming if the water gets waist deep, it slows you down. It just does not seem like the kind of thing they're gonna take away.
Pow.
Yoinky yoink.
Did we give a decent answer to that question? Could a realistic reinterpretation of a 90s, early 2000s era platform would be made? It's a weird time frame he's giving us there. 90s, early 2000s. There weren't that many platformers around then. Early 2000s?
The 90s, I mean, he doesn't say late 90s, so I think if you count from, say, like 1990 to, say, 2001.
What's a platformer from the early 2000s?
I honestly can't think of any. I think it pretty much started to die off around with,
Super Mario Sunshine? What did I just pick up?
I think around Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, probably the last of the... 1 was probably the last of the... quasi-traditional platformers. I think so, because again, I mean, there was the realistic Power Rangers fucking... Another club.
Yeah.
There was a realistic gritty reboot Power Rangers trailer put out that everyone, wet their goddamn pants for. I think it's perfectly possible. You just have to be creative with your interpretations, and I think,
Well, I think what we learned recently when Fantastic